Hello, let's do one up. Puzzle 337. It's an 8x8 today. All right, so these bold borders, what they do is they split our rows and columns into segments. And a segment of length n needs the digits 1 to n once each. So this row, for example, we have a bold border here. So this is a segment of length 4, so it has 1 through 4. This is also a segment of length 4, so it has 1 through 4, once each. Remember that. A column or a row like this one with no bold borders has all of 1 through 8. All right, I'm going to get started. So this is a gimme 1 because horizontally we only get this is a segment of length 1. Same here, this is length 1. That looks over here, making this a 2 and a 1. The 1 and the 2 looks over here, telling us this has to be a 3. Because it's from 1, 2, or 3, it can't be 1 or 2. And that leaves a 1, 2 pair here, which I don't think resolves. In general, we need 1, 2, and 3 here. All right, well, the 1, 2, 3 now looks over, making this a 4. And now this has to be a 5, because this is 5 length. We're left with 6, 7, 8. This can't be 6, this can't be 8, but otherwise we can't resolve that. Okay. So if you look, if we were, I wasn't at this point of actually analyzing this row yet, but I did see it. If you look at this row, we have a 1 length segment, a 2 length segment, a 3 length, a 4 length, and a 5 length. So we have, when you have, like, it builds up like that, you can see how it forces the low digits to occur there. So the 1 length segment needed the 1, the 2 length segment needed the 2, the 3 length needed the 3, 4 length needed the 4, the 5 length needed the 5. And that was forced because we have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 length segment attached to there. Pretty nice way of seeing that if you're able to notice it. And you can expand that to be a little bit more generic. So this 2 looks down, making this 1 and 2. That 2 looks down. Doesn't really do anything. Okay, so what else can I do here? I'm looking at the short segments, make sure I didn't miss anything. So this 1 that I placed, that looks up here. That can't be 1, and this can't be 1. So the 1 for this segment is here. Now this 2 looks up, giving us the 2 and the 3. This segment finishes with 3 as well. What else do I have here? 1, 2. Okay, looking for more. I'm wondering if this 3 did anything. We have a lot of 3s. Yeah, so here, this column needs a 3. Can't be here or here. We have these 3s. So the 3 ends up there. Now this 1 looks down, giving us the 1 and the 4. This 1 and 2 look down, forcing this to be a 3. This 1 looks down, forcing this to be 1 and 2, and that makes this a 2. And we finish this column with a 4. 2 and 4. Oh, this 2 gives us the 1 and the 2. So now this can't be 1 or 2, so it can only be a 3. That's all that's left for that cell. This 1 now looks over, giving us the 2 and the 1, and the 2 here. All right, what's our next step? We just got a bunch of digits. This 2, I'm looking. We're so close on some of these. 4 and 5 here. No, need a 3. Close. Oh, I need a 4 in this row. This 4 C's here, that 4 C's there. So there's our 4, and we're left with 1, 3, which does resolve. This 1 tells us that's the 3, and that's the 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5, 6, 7. That's what's left. Can't quite do it. What about this row? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 and 7, and this 7 tells us that's 5. That's 7. Does that 7 help us? It does not. It just further reduces our triple, but it doesn't resolve it. Here we need a 3 and a 5. This 3 tells us that's 5 and that's 3. Don't know that did that help anything? Yes, this row needs a 5. This 5 looks up, this 5 looks up. That places the 5 here. Now we're left with 2 and 4. This 2 tells us that's 4, that's 2. What do I need in this column? A 3 and a 6. So that's my 3, that's my 6. So this 3 here. I need 2 and 4 here, which is not resolved. And I need 4 and 5 here, which is not resolved. That does place this 4. Let's use it, why not? So notice how I said we need a 4 in this vertical segment, and it's in one of these two. We also need a 4 in this vertical segment. It's in one of these two. Well, these horizontal segments only have 2 4s to give, and one of these horizontal segments has to give a 4 to this vertical, and the other has to give a 4 to this vertical. We don't know which gives which, but that uses up both of the 4s for these segments. So how this cannot be 4 and this cannot be 4 because they're in that same segment. Another way to put that is if I were to try to put a 4, say here, that would force a 4 here, and in this segment, it would force a 4 here, and there would be, so there's not enough 4s to go around, right? So that places the 4 here, and we're left with a 1, 2. We're also left with 1, 2 here. This 2 tells us that's 1, that's 2. Again, I don't know if that was necessary, but I figured I'd show it. This 7 makes that 8, and that's 7. So now this can't be 8, so this has to be the 6, and this is our 8. And we are left with a 1 and a something. A 1 and a 6, it looks like. So this 6 tells us that's 1, 6. This 1 tells us that's 2 and 1. The 2 looks over, giving us 2 and 4. So remember, we had the 4 here and the 4 here. So this 4 looks over to giving us the 4 there and the 5 there. And then here we just need 2 more digits. We need the 7 and we need the 5. All right. And the name of this thing I did with 4s, in Sudoku at least, would be called an X-wing. Because you can kind of draw an X, where the 4s are on one of the legs of the X. And that eliminates it from the rest of the rows. So you can use that in Sudoku as well. Cool. Well, pretty neat puzzle today. I got to use an X-wing, which is fun. Don't know if it was necessary, but it flowed very nicely. But it felt a little bit higher in the challenge level than like the previous puzzles in the week. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below. Thank you.